Oh my God. The amount of effort that it took for this video to happen, y'all would be like, just stop. But I'm not going to. I'm determined. How are you today? I'm amazing. I'm amazing every single day, magnificent every single day, no matter what happens. Every day is a good day because I get to choose that. That's a choice. How are you? Okay, so I was getting ready this morning and I was like, by the way, happy Saturday, I think. If it's Saturday where you are, happy Saturday. I was getting ready and I was like, I really want to share this with my people because I feel like it's not talked enough about. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but we're going to get into it. First of all, welcome back to the channel. This is where the magic happens. Word magic, magic, happy magic, all the gate kept secrets magic, it happens here. And the reason why I make my videos is because I believe that there's a pandemic of loneliness going on in this world. I feel like there's not a lot of genuine connect. So allow me to be that bestie that's here for you, that's like, hey babe, how are you? How are things going? Let's check in. Let's have a talk one-on-one. I'm not editing my videos. Why? Because time wasted is time never found again. And not that I think that editing videos is a waste of time, but for me it is. Because if I'm just having a conversation, we don't edit conversations. We don't need to do that here, okay? We don't need to edit anything here because we're having a good time. Look how pink. Oh, it's dripping. It's dripping on me. Okay, so fun fact. Before we get into everything, there's a fruit stand like right down the street from me. It's impeccable, literally obsessed. It's this Christian little fruit stand. They have everything under the sun. I want to like implement some like really fun things for us. Like in the videos, I typically have my coffee, but I'm trying to hydrate more. So instead of it being a coffee today, it's a coconut and it is super cute. And fun fact, well, that kind of looks like a heart, but coconuts are pink on the inside, I guess, when they're how they're supposed to be. I don't know. There's this I keep saying there's this coconut brand that I really like, coconut water, and they have it's pink coconut, and you're like, why is it pink? But it's pink because it's raw and it's natural. Anyways, moving on. I digress. Totally fine. Monday was a really hard day. Monday was a really, really hard day for me. Tuesday was a really, really hard day for me. I turned them into a great day, and I wanted to share this with you. Okay, so I was getting ready. I was moisturizing. I was like, I made it through the week. I'm going to drink my coconut. I made it through the week, and I did it with a smile on my face, and I felt like I did it with a lot of grace, with a lot of God, with a lot of everythingness, and I'm like, I'm going to share with my girls, with my guys, how I did that. Because this is real stuff. It wasn't like, oh, I had a bad day. No, it was like really not good. Crazy, sketchy, not so good stuff. And I would love to share it with you, but today's not the day. I will say this. You get to choose how you show up every single day. You get to choose how you feel. You get to choose who you're going to be. And you get to choose how you react to people. And I want you to know something. There is a lot of power in how you react to other people. Never let anybody bring you down. Never let anyone force you to the point of stooping. Okay, I was watching one of my favorite creators the other day, just for funsies in the car. I had a lot of driving to do yesterday for a doctor appointment for my son, and it was just a long day in the car, and I put on one of my creators that I like listening to. He's a Spitfire. I'm not going to use any names, but I noticed in the video he was talking about something that had happened, and he was being really negative about it. He was being really negative about the other person, and I was like, why, if we have a bad experience with someone, do we have to be negative to the other person? Why can't we just put a lens of love on and be good to them? I'm not saying being a pushover. I'm not saying love them and be in love with them. I'm just saying like being kind to people in hard situations. So anyways, rant is over, kind of. Rant is kind of over, and I want to talk about the 5 things to get you through any difficult day. I wasn't going to make this video. I kind of wanted to keep it to myself, but what kind of friend would I be if I gatekept these things that I did very specifically to get me through probably one of the hardest days in my life? And excuse my nails, they're messed up right now. I was cooking and cleaning this morning and they fell off and I don't know where they went. So SOS. Okay. The first thing I do is I have my mirror moment, okay? My mirror moment is I put my damn hair up, moisturize my face, and I smile at myself. And I love myself. And I tell myself, you are the baddest bitch I know. If you're a guy, do your own thing. I am the baddest mother that I know. And everything's going to be okay. I got this. We got this. Give yourself a hug. Like, quite literally, physically, give yourself a hug. It's really important to meet yourself exactly where you are and just say, no, this is really hard, but we're going to get through this together. Have a moment. Pray. God, give me the strength. Give me the armor. Give me the lens of love, because I don't want to stoop to anybody else's level. I am going to lead with integrity, with love and light, and I'm not going to let anything take me off that track. And it's the most important thing ever, okay? If you're a guy, shave your face, shave it all off, okay? Shave, put some aftershave on, hydrate your face, okay? Get a nice outfit on, okay? You don't need to like put on a suit, or a fancy dress. Just like, when you look better, you do better. So just show up for yourself in little tiny ways, okay? Moisturize, give yourself some praise, give God some love and praise as well, and give it to him. One of my go-to things right now has been, God, I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know anything, but I know that your way is higher than any other way, and just give it to God. And I don't know what you believe in, and I'm not here to sway you. I'm not here to be like, you have to be Christian to be here. To be honest with you, I identify as Christian, but I'm also very spiritual. So like, whatever you feel like floats your boat, let it float it. I'm not here to sway you. I'm just telling you what I do to make myself feel better. Okay? Okay. The next thing I really want you to do is to ground yourself in gratitude. And I know this is really hard if you're having a really hard day. I'm so sorry you're having a bad day. If you're having a bad day right now, and this is a video you clicked on to help you have a good day, I just want you to know that you are so loved. I don't know when the last time is that you heard that, but it's important that you know that you are important, you are valued, you are loved, okay? I want you to ground yourself in gratitude. And the reason why I want you to do this is because when you ground yourself in gratitude, it is really hard to take away the goodness of the day with a deep feeling of gratitude. I have a list of gratitude things that I go through every single morning, but if you wake up right off the rip and you're like, today's a bad day, I can feel it. You put your feet on the ground, you're like, bad day. You're in the right place, and I'm happy that you're here. I want you to try something every single morning. I do this every single morning. Before I get out of bed, I'm thinking about all the things I'm grateful for. And I'm not just like, my dog, my cat, my bird, my kids. I don't have a dog, cat, or a bird. I'm just saying whatever it is that you're thankful for. Go down the list. And when you're going down the list, you have to attach an emotion with it. So Monday and Tuesday, when I was having that really bad day, I thought, how blessed am I? Because I have a roof over my head. I'm so safe. I'm so happy. My friends are powerful women who understand how to be great friends and leaders in this community, and I just have the best family in the world. And how blessed am I? If God never blessed me another day in my life, I'd already be immensely grateful for all the blessings. Okay, so that's the second thing. If you're not doing this in the morning, please do it after you get dressed and after you're ready. Just have a moment with yourself and just think about all the things that you're grateful for. Before more SHI, you know what, hits the fan, root yourself in some gratitude. Number 3 is the biggest thing. I had to teach myself this, and it was really, 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 really difficult. I will say, no, I don't want to say it was difficult. It was a practice. And by that, I mean I had to practice it a lot to get good at it. Ain't no way there's 2 sips in here. That is the best coconut I've ever had in my life. I am never going back to Starbucks. FYI, if you ever see me around it, I have a Starbucks. Literally smack it out of my hand. I will never, ever, ever get Starbucks again. I will literally always go down the street and get a coconut. That coconut was $5. Best $5 I've ever spent in my life. By the way, it's $11.44. Yay. Okay, so the third thing is don't react. Don't react at all. Just observe. Whew. Observing has been one of the heftiest tasks I have learned in my adulthood, because people want to react. We have eyes, we have a mouth, we you poke the bear, it reacts. I don't want you to react. I want you to learn how to observe all the things that are going on, okay? I heard this actually in a video. It was a long time ago. It was maybe like a year and a half ago, and this lady was like, the best thing I ever did when I entered, my 40s was I mastered the art of observing. And I thought, wow, thank you, Helen, for sharing the art of observing, because I would really love to learn how to do that. Let today be the day. And ever since that day, I practiced not talking as much, not having a rebuttal, not needing an answer, not needing to prove myself, and just observing. And I learned so much from that. People are going to come at you in traffic. People are going to come at you at the grocery store. People are going to come at you, wherever it is in life, at school, at work, in a relationship, at home. And your first reaction might be like, how about, man? Like, I'm just trying to do my thing, okay? But people aren't always acting maybe how they want to act. They're just acting out of emotion. The more observing you do, people kind of check themselves, because if they start coming at you yelling or being nasty or whatever, and you're just letting them go off, at some point they're like, oh, this isn't going to get me anywhere. I think I'm going to stop. And that's what I've noticed. Like, people typically stop. Obviously, if it's like in traffic, people don't really realize, like, oh, I probably shouldn't have flicked that person off, like, if they're just reacting to you. But don't react to it. It's very low. Like, it's just like yucky, if you want to like be the best you, observing is going to really help you get there. If you're having a really hard day and people, places, or things are involved in that bad day, which I'm sure they are, because I just described everything that exists in our reality, just observe. I know when you're angry, you want to yell and you want to scream and you want to react and you want to prove yourself. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to be and observe and just say, I have everything I need. Everything I need is right here. I'm good. Like, God's got it handled. I am just here. I'm not going to react, because tomorrow I might regret something I might want to say. And that's like one of my biggest things. One of my biggest pet peeves for other people is when people are upset and they say really crazy, outlandish stuff. In my mind, when you say something like that, you don't get it back. If you say something to me that you're like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, you don't know how to regulate your emotions, and I do, and I don't really have time for that in my life. So respectfully, no thank you, take it where it belongs. Okay, so, okay. On Monday, like I said, worst day. Worst. I'm human. I have bad days. And I want to share that rawness with you because I'm human. I'm not just here to create, to be like, yeah, everything's great. Oh, no, everything, like, I'm a human too. Like, I go through life too. And like, I want to share this with you, but I haven't felt angry in a really long time. Yes, I get upset. Yes, I get sad. Yes, I cry. Yes, I get frustrated, but anger, I don't really have. I'm not going to say I don't have that emotion. I have that emotion, but I don't really hold a lot of it. I don't hold it, and I don't have a lot of it. I was really angry when I was little, and when I was like a teenager, I was very angry. I wanted to, cause damage and let it out, and I didn't know what I was doing when I was doing it, but as an adult now, I realize I'm not really an angry person. And maybe you're really feeling a lot of anger lately. There's a lot of things that aren't in your control. There's a lot of people doing things that make you feel not so great, and you're feeling angry. I felt angry. And what I did is I downloaded some songs, some Screamo songs, some Beartooth, or was it Barefoot, Beartooth, something. I put on my Day to Remember album. I put on some other bangers, Second and Sebring, and I was just like, let it go. I let the music just do its thing. I put my AirPods in and I worked out. Like, I worked out to the point where I just couldn't anymore. I heard this from Ed Milet. He was like, hey man, where'd you get lats like that? I love Ed Milet, by the way. If you're new here, we're going to talk about Ed every once in a while. But he was asking another man how he got the results that he got. And the guy laughed at him, and he's like, it's not about how many reps in the set I did. It's about going until I couldn't go anymore. And that's what I did. I literally went to the gym. I was like, I'm going to work out every single part of my body. I'm going to do arms, I'm going to do back, I'm going to do chest, I'm going to do legs, I'm going to do it all. And I had like 5 sets, but at the reps, I was just going. I just went until I couldn't go anymore. If you don't have a gym, if you don't have access to the gym, do some push-ups, do some squats, go running. I just did it, and I just let the anger out, and it felt so good. And I was kind of crying too. I was like, I hope no one sees me crying right now. But anyways, that really, 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 really helped. Okay, and if you're not like an angry person and you don't know how to let your anger out, I put a little side note in there. I polished my notes on ChatGPT. I was like, I want you to go in depth on how blah, blah, blah. And now I'm not even going off of it. I'm just like giving you the headers. But if you feel like weird about letting your anger out, you could also do like a dance, you know, like put on some fun, happy music and go dance and just like let it out. I do that every day, just about when I'm getting dressed in the mirror. I put on my music and I'm like, la, la, la. That's why I'm always uneven. Like my eyebrows, they might be cousins today. We don't know. Who cares? Because I was dancing when I did them and it's fine. Okay. The last thing I want you to do on your very, very bad day is ask yourself one question and one question alone. And this is to wrap up the 5 things that you could do. Okay. You ready for this? I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I just need another sip of my coconut. Y'all, this is so good. I can't even. Do you like coconuts? I feel like I'm in my coconut era right now. I found this coconut creamer, my bestie, Tay Tay. She's like, you have to try this latte. It's amazing. It has coconut creamer. And I was like, ooh, let me have some. Best creamer ever. If you like coconut, oh my God. I'm going to put it in the link below. Mwah, chef's kiss. Okay. So where am I? Okay, that's right. It comes down to this one thing. And I feel like we should do this every single day. We should get into the practice of doing this every single day. And I somewhat do this every single day. I'm very intentional because I can be very aloof. And because I'm very aloof, I try to be very intentional. And to be very intentional, I do this. I ask myself, what does my soul need? I sit in my quietness for just even a minute. What does my soul need? Okay. What I needed was I needed and wanted to just like snuggle my kids. I just wanted to snuggle my babies. I just snuggled them and I was in their love and I was in their presence and I was like, what would make tonight the best night ever? I cooked with them. We made a little something. We read some books. What else did we do? We took a tubby, which is a bath. We took a tubby. And I just made it fun. I made it extra fun. What else did we do? I put on slow music and we saged the house. We say every day is a gift. We go in every room and we're like, thank you, God, for every single room. Thank you for every single thing. And it just felt really, really good. That's what I did. We snuggled up on the couch. We were in our pajamas and our fuzzy socks. And then they went to bed with me because I wanted them to snuggle me all night long, but that's what my soul needed. And Tuesday I woke up and I did my gratitude and I did my stuff, but Tuesday was another repetition and I just told myself, what do? We get in the mirror, we hydrate our face, and we put the moisturizer on, we give ourselves a hug. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is working out for its greater good. This is not God going against me. This is not God punishing me. This is not God doing anything against me, and maybe it's for you. God is not punishing you. God is not trying to keep your highest good from you, your highest outcome from you. God is just, this is just part of life sometimes. Things happen. You just have to be ready for those things. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a pat on the back. And remind yourself of how fucking awesome you are. You've got this. Okay? And that's what I wrote. Those are the 5 things I do to get through a really, 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 really bad day. And, you know, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I went on Shein before I went to bed and, like, added a whole bunch of stuff to my cart. We didn't check out. We didn't check out because a lot of it was impulse buy or impulse add to cart. I'm just being honest with you. Okay. Well, I love you. I hope this helped. I hope this was more of like a one-on-one conversation. I didn't want this to be super robotic. I know I had my notes. I didn't really go into depth with them. I just lightly scratched the surface. But anyways, you were so loved, and I will see you in the next video.